soap. Looks like that. And what that does is beneath us there are two chambers that hold about 26,000 litres of water. The bottom chamber is very hot with temperatures up to about 200 degrees Celsius, and above that is a smaller cooler chamber. The upper chamber acts like a pressure valve for that very hot water down below, and by adding the surfactant, we change the surface tension up here, releases the pressure from below and up to the geyser. So I'll pop that in. Now, before you all go, ooh, it's not a real geyser, it still would erupt without us adding the surfactant. It has a cycle of somewhere between 24 to 72 hours. So very slowly, that very hot water from below would heat that cooler water above, so the pressure equalised naturally, and up would come the geyser. By using soap, we just get to time it nicely, and everyone gets to see it. It's very hard to tell how long it takes for the main eruption after we add the soap. It can be about 1 minute or it can be about 10 minutes, so I vary my speech accordingly and run away if I have to. I'll still try and talk quite slowly and clearly because we have a number of Australians here today and we want to make sure that you guys can all understand. Now, the geyser was first discovered in the late 1800s by prisoners from New Zealand's first open prison farm, which is based just over here on my right. Now, prisoners were employed clearing the local land for forestry, also with upkeep of local paths and roads. Now, as you can imagine, that was a fairly dirty job, so the prisoners used to come down here and wash their clothes and themselves in the hot pools and hot springs around here. In those days, the geyser cone was a lot lower, about sort of this little height. So it's like a small hot spring among the rocks. So the prisoners put in their clothes, added the soap, and much to their surprise, they sparked an eruption, their clothes shot skywards, and they all scrambled off into the bush. When the geyser had died down, they thought they'd come back and have a bit more fun with the geyser and increase the pressure. So they added the basic rocks around here, and over the last 100 years, the silica that's in the water beneath us has coated those rocks and given us a distinctive shape. Just like if it speed up a little bit, the geyser is named after Lady Knox. She was the daughter of the then Governor of New Zealand, Lord Ranford. He was down visiting the prison in 1903, and Lady Knox came down here, christened the geyser, and soaked it herself. It's been soaked daily now since the 1930s, so the last 75 or so years, and it's still playing as strong now as it did then. Normally plays for anything between about 30 minutes and about an hour, but the initial eruption is normally the highest and strongest. The water is quite cool by the time it flows into this group of people over here. No kidding.